Hi Taurus, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective finance reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there. If you do want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, then please press the subscription button, and if you press the notification bell as well, it will let you know when I do post new content. Now, we do also have playlists on my page, so feel free to check those out as well. All the readings are timeless except for the monthly readings, but even if you find one of those, if you come across one and it resonates for you, then it is clearly for you for that month. Right, let's get into your reading. So, can we get some cards for Taurus, please, Spirit, for their current financial situation and what they can do to improve it? Can we get some more cards, please, Spirit, for Taurus's financial situation? So the overall energy we have for you is the King of Cups. Now, this is telling me that you are very aware that you need to make sure that you're managing your funds in order to get what it is that you want. So you're looking into your funds quite a lot. You may be looking at what you're spending. You may be looking at how much you can save. And you are very much focused on trying to achieve your dreams. Now, in your current energy, this is telling me that you feel like you've got all the answers when it comes to finance. Maybe you feel like you're doing everything the right way. You could potentially be trying to help other people as well. It's very much suggesting to me that you feel like what you're doing is correct at this point in time. Let's get you some clarification on that. It could even be that you may feel like you've got all the answers, but things aren't working out quite how you'd like them to. Let's get some clarification. Let me get some clarification for this Page of Cups, please, Spirit. Okay. Okay, we've got lots of cards. Okay, so 10 of Wands then is your first card out. So the 10 of Wands is very much suggesting to me that you actually feel like money is a big burden. You don't like examining what you've got. You don't like checking out what it is that where you need to save. But at the same time, you know that you need to. You just feel like it's a massive pain for you. You don't like doing it at all. We've got the 6 of Wands, suggesting that you do try to look towards people that are successful. Maybe you've got successful people in your energy. You like to think that you know what to do, but at the same time you're aware that other people have already got where you need to be. So you're trying to take inspiration from both. Maybe you're trying to find out what other people have done, but you're trying to convert it into like your own way of doing things. And it is a little bit of a challenge. Maybe you feel like certain things that they've done won't work for you. It could be that you feel like what they've done may be wrong. So it's trying to listen to others that have already got where you want to be and interpreting it in your own way, really, especially when you feel like you already know what you need to do. So other people might be trying to tell you, actually, if you try it this way, it might be a bit better, but you might be just going, okay, well, I'll listen to you. I understand what you're saying, but my way's still better, kind of. And let's face it, sometimes, I mean, you are a very fixed energy, so it's understandable if you don't want to change and take other people's opinions on board. And that could be very much why that is a big challenge, because you're very much sitting in that fixed energy of doing what it is that you feel is best. Now, we do have a 3 of Pentacles that's come out in the upright, and that is suggesting to me that you do feel that money makes you stable, and you feel like it will help remove a lot of stress. And we also have the Two of Pentacles, which is very much you being prudent, you trying to make sure that you're avoiding any debts. You don't want to spend anything that you, or more than what you've actually got coming in. So this is you really trying to analyze everything with a fine-tooth comb, but you hate doing it. You think it's a big burden. You'd like to drop it. You feel like it's just, it might be draining your energy because of how much you're doing with regards to it. Now in your challenge position, we have a moon. So that moon then is very much suggesting to me that you've got big dreams, and they cost a lot, to put it politely. And that's probably why you're wearing yourself out, because of how much you're trying to save. You're not thinking on the practical terms of not all dreams cost a lot of money. You are potentially being really extravagant with whatever this dream is. And you're dreaming big. It's not a bad thing to dream big. It's very much a big, expensive dream that you've got, and that is your challenge. Let's get some clarification on this. Maybe you're looking at buying a house that could cost a lot more than what the average house costs. Maybe you're looking at buying a big posh sports car. Maybe you're looking at going on a big holiday that is a holiday of a lifetime. It could be any number of things. Maybe you're looking at starting a business, and you know that it's going to take a lot of money to start your own business. Let's get one more for clarification. So we do have a strength card. Now that's telling me that you're aware that you do need to have strength. You need to have a lot of courage with regards to how you're making money. But sometimes you do second guess yourself a lot as well. So you might not have the confidence that you need in order to pull it off. And that could be very much why you've got this moon there then. Because you're feeling like your dreams are never going to come to fruition. You don't have the confidence that they're going to come forward. This is very much you trying to be successful. You trying to be courageous with regards to what you're doing and trying to get what you need to. But you feel like it's not going to happen. We do have a death card as well. So it does feel like you do feel a little bit, how do I put it? You feel a little bit disheartened at times that you don't seem to be getting very close to your dream. It's like you feel like, especially if you in the middle of jobs, you might feel like it's not going to happen for you. You've not got enough money coming in. You feel like things aren't going to be basically, changing for the better. You feel like things are going to be a little bit stagnant. And we have the sun to confirm that as well. Again, suggesting that you're aware that you're lacking some confidence. You're lacking enthusiasm at times as well. Potentially not having the confidence and the enthusiasm that your dream is going to come true, and you're feeling like you're just sitting in despair thinking it's never going to happen for you. But this is telling me that is your challenge. You need to have the confidence that you can get what you need to. You need to make sure that you're having that enthusiasm and the drive to get what you want. And it could just be a matter of planning how you're going to get it. Maybe your visualizations and your manifestations aren't quite on par. Maybe you've not set enough goals. Maybe it could be that you might be between jobs as well. And obviously, if you're between jobs, you're really going to think that you're not going to get any closer. But it is telling me that if you've got the courage and the drive and the enthusiasm, you can improve things. Now, what help is available out there? We do have a 5 of Swords. This is telling me very much that sometimes you let other people influence your spending. This is saying that you need to be careful with regards to that. But it's okay to let people influence your spending. So I'm going to assume that this is, again, to do with this 6 of Wands, where you're not listening to what other people are suggesting that have already got the success that you want. Normally this comes out to say, don't let anybody influence you, you know, don't let people tell you what to buy, don't let people tell you what to, but this is in the reverse. It's kind of saying that it's okay to let people influence you a bit. It's okay to do what other people are telling you. And as this is help, it's suggesting that maybe you're being told you need to go and do a certain course. Maybe that's going to cost you some money. But it's something that you need to potentially invest into. We do have a Four of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to say that come out to the side. It was a little bit, I don't know. It's either in the up the right or the side. Whatever it is, it's telling me that you need to remember that what's important in life. Don't dwell on any financial losses that you may incur. So again, it's suggesting to me that you feel that if you spend out on other people, that it's going to be a financial loss, or not so much out on other people, but what other people suggest you spend out, you feel like it's not worth it. You don't feel that it's going to serve you. You feel it's financial loss. But this is telling you to not dwell on that financial loss. Very much suggesting to me that you need to make sure that you are remembering what's important. You know, you're not going to be lonely if you've lost a bit of money. It's not going to lead you to any sort of loneliness or anything else like that. It is very much something that looks as though it will actually benefit you. We do have an Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is telling me that you don't even need to necessarily take as much of a careful look at what's being offered. It is suggesting that there is some sort of offer that you would normally look at with a fine-tooth comb. Now, this could be that you're not entertaining the offer, and that's why you're not looking into it. It could simply be that you've got multiple offers coming in, and it's like using your intuition to decide which one's the best. But it could also be that instead of having to sit there and go through it all yourself, letting other people that have already got the experience and have already got where you want to give you the idea of which one's best for you, or not so much best for you, but best to help you get your goal. Especially if they've already got there, you know, because they're going to know a little bit more about what's best to get there if they've already done it. And now we also have the Empress in the reverse, which is telling me that you've got your goals. You know where you want to get to the end, but you've not done anything like planning wise to work out how you're going to get there. So potentially putting in those steps, putting in that plan, even if it's just getting a notepad, writing things down. You know, I want to buy a fancy sports car. You know, how much money have you got to save? So you need to know all the details about it. How much is it going to cost you? What's the insurance going to be? How much is it going to cost you to drive it? You know, first things first as well. Can you drive? If you can't drive, you're obviously going to need to get driving lessons. You know, and then how much money are you able to save per month? Do you need to increase that? How long do you want to give yourself to buy the car? And then working out what can you do to get yourself there. Can you get it on finance? How much will that finance cost you per month? Can you afford to do that? Do you need? And it is very much going through the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb, because a lot of people, especially when you're a bit younger, you tend to go, I want this. And that's it. You know, it's making sure that you've got that plan in place to get you there. And this is suggesting to me that other people will be able to help you make that plan. And even though you may feel like it's not something that you want, or you don't want to take their planning ideas, you feel like you might be losing out on something, actually, they might be telling you something really good. Now, obviously, you've got free will. You can do what you want. You can continue ignoring them. You can take their advice. You don't have to take any opportunity that's there. You know, you can completely carry on doing what you're doing. It is completely up to you. You can do something completely different to what is being suggested by the cards. But this is suggesting to me that, you know, you need to stop worrying about losing out on money if it's something that's going to be a good opportunity that will help you. But you need to make sure that you are planning how you're going to get there. You need to make sure that you're putting in your steps. You've got your mini goals set, ready to get that big goal at the end of it. And now if you manage to take this help and navigate this challenge, we have a 5 of Cups in the reverse. This is suggesting that you may feel that you're a little bit stuck and that you're not going to achieve your goal still at the end of it. But it will happen. It is just something that's like a temporary pause. So if this is something to do with, maybe you want a particular type of job, or maybe in order to get that luxury car, you need to be earning X amount of money. But in order to get that money, you need to be have more skills in a certain area. So you might have to go and do a course in order to gain those skills. You might have to go and learn something in order to gain those skills. It's like a temporary pause, because yes, you're spending it, you're losing out a little bit of money. You've not got the income coming in. You might have had to pay for the course, but it's going to benefit you in the long run. It's only going to be temporary that you're feeling like you're not getting anything. Same as once you've got the knowledge for things, if you get a new job, you start at the bottom, don't you? You don't always start at the top, and then it's with experience comes the higher pay. So let's get clarification of this 5 of Cups. Yeah, the 5 of Cups comes out again. Okay. So yeah, definitely making sure that you are you know, that you are going to achieve your goals. It is just temporary. But it's understanding that it's temporary. That understanding that it's temporary is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, because you're feeling like it's not going to happen. The Chariot we've also got. Now that's coming out to the side. So the Chariot there then is suggesting to me that you keep second guessing things at the end, and you might be hesitating, but being aware that you're actually on the right path. So this is why you feel like it's not happening. This is why you feel like you're stuck, because you're hesitating, you're second guessing things at the end of it. So if you keep hesitating and you keep second guessing, then you're not going to necessarily get to where you want to be. And then we have a 4 of Cups in the reverse as well. This is suggesting to me that you may have extra funds that you are not aware of, and that could very well be something that you find when you are keeping track of everything that you're spending. You could find that this could also be that you find that you don't have any extra funds at that point in time, which is why you could feel like you're at a temporary impasse, but it will increase. You know, it is only temporary when you feel like you're stuck. When you feel like things aren't moving forward, it could be because you just feel like you can't find anything else. You can't find any extra funds in whatever you're spending. But that's not a bad thing. You're still doing the right thing. You're still on the right path. Now, it could be simply that you might need to change direction. This Chariot card, because it's coming out as a challenge as well, it could be where you're second guessing and you're hesitating. It could just be that you need to change direction. So you're on the right path, but if you're second guessing yourself and you're hesitating, what else could you be doing instead? You know, and it could just be that you're second guessing and your hesitation is trying to tell you that you're on the right track, you're doing the right things, but you just need to change it up a little bit. And it very much could just be that you then find that once you've changed it up, and it's all because of this feeling like you're stuck, that you feel like you haven't got anything extra. But like I say, it is only temporary. It will improve. Now, one thing I have noticed as well, you do have quite a few 5s out and you have a few 4s out. So if you see reoccurring numbers out, reoccurring numbers, signs, synchronicities, you've got a few threes as well, then it is generally a sign from your angels and spirit guides that you are on the right path. Again, reiterated with this Chariot card. And it does tell you that, you know, you're going in the right direction, but there might be something that you're just missing. So it is worth looking up what signs or synchronicities you keep seeing, because sometimes your angels and your spirit guides have got a little bit of a message just to give you. Now, it could be something as simple as making sure that you know what it is that you want. It could be something like visualizing your dreams, or, you know, it could even be telling you to look after yourself a little bit as well. Maybe you're lacking a bit of time doing your self-care. You could be running out of energy. And it could be any number of things. But yeah, it's definitely worth looking up to see what it is that your spirit guides and angels are trying to let you know of, just to keep you on that right track. Right, now we're going to get you an Angel of Abundance Oracle, and then we'll get you Whispers of the Ocean Oracle as well, to see what other messages Spirit has got for you. So we've got Abundance Mindset. It's a very pretty card. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So feel like you've got it all, tell yourself you've got it all, and you'll start experiencing having it all. Okay, let's get you Whispers of the Ocean. I suppose it comes down to as well having that gratitude, you know, that grateful attitude towards everything. If you're grateful for what you've got, you don't feel like you need other things. All right, so gliding through currents. That's pretty. Some nice little rays there. So with a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behaviour into flow will help your dreams take flight. So very much about those big dreams, taking a different approach to it. So if you are not listening to other people, listen to other people. You know, and like I was saying with that Chariot card, potentially taking it a different direction towards getting it as well. You're on the right path. Sometimes the path has a fork in it, and it's still the right path, whichever one you go down. It's just one may take a little bit longer to get there than the other. Right. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Taurus. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. Again, don't forget there are playlists. So if you do want to check out any of the Taurus videos, you'll find them in my Taurus playlist. And all the other Zodiacs have their own playlists as well. So feel free to check those out if you didn't find any messages in this for yourself. Very much good luck, and thank you for joining me.